Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Ritika Das, and today I want to bring upon you all a very interesting and my personal favorite topic, that is sports diplomacy. So many of you must be thinking that sports and diplomacy don't get along with each other because sports becomes a very fun activity while diplomacy is kind of political affair. But no, nowadays sports has been taken by many countries as a way through which they can establish good relationship and also diplomatic ties with other countries who are equally driven and enthusiastic towards sports. Let me give you a very good example. So the Olympics, that is the greatest and the ancient ever example, it has been there in the world for around 100 years, and it gives a forum to almost all the countries around the world where athletes from all the countries can meet and compete and bond with each other. And through athletes, many governments can also forge good relation with each other. But Olympic is just an international example. Closer home, India have also tried to use sports as a medium through which it has established and is continuing establishing a lot of good ties with many countries. There are many examples, but let me state some here. Firstly, India helped the war-torn country like Afghanistan in building its own football stadium, along with also helping them and their cricket association by inviting them to play in India. Secondly, the Indian government had also helped the Sri Lankan cricket team in boosting their financial aspect that was damaged during the pandemic by agreeing to play three T20s along with already established ODIs. Lastly, India had also tried to forge good relations with UAE by conducting two consecutive IPLs there, along with the recently concluded Cricket T20 World Cup, which was in fact hosted by BCCI. One of the most popular and prominent sports diplomacy example that in fact concerns India would be in 2008 when there was an England tour of India. But on 26/11, some terrorist groups attacked Mumbai heavily, which was seen as the biggest security threat in India ever. So at that point of time, England had an option to back off, saying that they cannot play with India due to potential security threats. But no, England did agree to play with India. In fact, they were the first one who approached India saying that they want to play with them to stand in solidarity, unity with India in times of distress and tension. It not only boosted the sports diplomacy around the world, but it also gave a clear-cut message to all the terrorists and extremist groups around the world that when it comes to world social evils like terrorism and other things, the world stands united. While sports can surely be a way through which diplomatic ties can be built, but sometimes, unfortunately, sports can also be a way through which relation between two countries can get a little bitter and sour. Example, there was a recent trend of cricket matches being cancelled in the last moment. Example, when India called off the decisive fifth day test match with England because their own members got COVID infected. It not only gave big disappointment to the lakhs of audience that were there, but it also made the England team think that it was not their fault why the test match got cancelled. Then the New Zealand cricket team, in fact, after landing in Pakistan, they cancelled all the matches with Pakistan, stating that they have got some security threat calls. Even though the audience were not there, but Pakistan had to suffer a lot of financial losses, and also the fact that Pakistan is slowly building their sports culture after all the extremists and whatsoever unpleasant thing that happens in Pakistan. So it was surely a, a dark phase for Pakistan, where after New Zealand, several other teams like Australia and even West Indies was supposed to cancel their matches. Hence, I believe it is upon the world and its world leaders how they want to take a lucrative field like sports while they are forging the diplomatic ties with other countries. They can either take it as a diplomatic tool while building their diplomatic ties, or they can either take it as a mere fun activity, as sports has always been looked up to. But personally, I would suggest that With emphasis on political and cultural diplomacies, many countries should also try to upgrade their sports facilities to encourage their athletics and their teams to participate in many world events, which would in turn help them to forge good relationship with other countries. If you have liked my video, and if you have liked my video, then please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.